Hi, welcome. Thanks for joining. It's springtime now, and the buzzers are starting to hatch on the waters. They coming up and coming to the surface, and this is where the trout intercept them all the way up right to the surface. Now there's great sport to be had once they reach the surface and they stick in the surface film. This is where this pattern we're going to tie today comes into its own. It's top hat suspender buzzer. It's going to be an olive one. Top hats are very productive. You've probably seen, if you've seen some of other videos, Peter Appleby does a masterclass in showing you how to fish these type of flies in the surface film. You can do them in blacks, browns, olives, all natural colours of buzzers. They work great, you know. So we'll get on and tie it. The thread that I'm going to use today is a pale olive. Some fly pale olive. The hook I've got in the vise is a size 16, 230 BL Hannock. So we'll start off and put a bit of thread base down to tie the top hat onto it. Now the top hat part of the fly, which makes it float, is a 3mm foam cylinder. Cut my own. You can get cutters from up Avon and you can cut your own diameters of foam, well worth doing. So what I'll do is just cut a slight angle into the foam, so it's basically like that, and I'm going to then come up and tie that just behind the eye. I'll put a couple in there behind the eye and then just basically go down and tie this foam in onto the shank. So it keeps it nice and tight and keeps it in position. And then just basically tighten it down. This also gives you tapered thorax to the fly as well. So you can just bind it in. Then you can go down, keeping the taper in the fly. Just down towards the bend. Now when you get down to here, we're going to use the thread and colour it with a brown permanent marker. This is going to be the rib, so you want about 1 inch. Brown and olive is lovely combination. So colour it in both sides all the way around and then let it dry for a few seconds. Once it's dry, you can then start to rib up the fly. It's a nice fine rib. Just keep going all the way up, right to the top, and then you can put a hitch in there just to keep you safe. Now, the top hat part wants trimming, so about half the size of the fly. Obviously that's why they call them top hats. That's the bit that floats the fly. So after that, once that's dry, hopefully that ribbon's dry, you can use a touch of super glue, just a fine layer of super glue, just to basically keep the body hardened off. That'll dry lovely. That'll protect it, and it actually makes a nice colour. It slightly darkens down the olive, and the brown merges in with it. Now for the thorax, we need a little thorax behind that top hat. So what I'm going to use is hare's ear dubbing by Hens. They've got different colours. I'm going to use number 16, which is the dark olive. We don't need a lot of thorax on this fly, so just fine noodle and just we'll get it behind that top hat. So we'll get it up there, and then just in there like that. Now we can get the super glue again, just a tiny bit on my thread. And then just a couple to tie it up, right in. Snip that off. And there we have it, a fly that'll catch you lots of fish. Get it tied up, you'll not be disappointed. Check out my other videos, and if you like, please like and subscribe. Like I say, you can check out the Peter Rapley one. It'll show you exactly how to fish these top hats. Thanks very much for watching. Cheers now.